Please enjoy Dag Fantasy. Chapter 16. Ticking. The rain fell in pattern with the ticking clock on the wrist of a desperate man, waiting on the time to change, to jump to the moment to break the chain of events set before the time split, left to device and left to chance, readied for the moment, readied for the dance. From Radiant Time by Vega Vince, chronicler of past events, 3082. Chapter 17. Aura. The press had had a field day with the introduction of the newer model of Cryptobot that had been just announced earlier in the year. Now that it would finally be shown live in demonstrations and a special added announcement, the world was in a frenzy. The production was full of fanfare and the crowd was ecstatic with anticipation. Everyone quieted and waited as the music died and the house lights dimmed. A spotlight shone onto the darkened stage. A man appeared in light at the center stage. "We know you have all been waiting for this big day, and we are proud to finally introduce to you our newest and most innovative model of Cryptobot yet. Fully automated and fully conscious. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce you to Adam." Another stage light shone on a figure standing motionless. You could see it all around the being, the soft glow of iridescent light emanating from its synthetic body. Dressed in a t-shirt and pants, it stood at an average height and exactly like a human being. The crowd gasped as Adam raised his head and looked into the crowd. The room was filled with silence. The host looked at Adam and said, "Tell them the good news, Adam." The audience waited as the sentient stepped forward and started to speak. Chapter 18. Test. The testing of the time device had come. The day was dreary and rainy. Gray clouds hung and a thick fog filled the valley. The two men sat in silence on the front porch overlooking the small field below the house where a small creek ran down beside the road. "Are you ready to give it a test?" said the gangly man. WC answered, "I guess it's as good as any time. I'm just worried that I'm going to screw this up again." The gangly man said, "We can't be caught up in thinking on the past too much. What's done is done, and besides, this is just a test." WC replied, "Of course you're right. I just can't help thinking about what happened last time. We were so close, and now Daniel's lost his mind again. It's all my fault. I got him caught up in all this. I should have just left it alone." The gangly man said, "This time will be different. You'll see. We know what to do and we don't need a key and some crazy number sequence. Come on, let's give this a shot." The two men stood up and walked slowly down the steps out to the clearing in the front yard. A little sun tried to poke through the low-hanging clouds. WC looked down at the watch, then looked at the gangly man. The gangly man said, "Just jump to the point you set and jump back," WC answered. "I've heard that before." The gangly man smiled and said, "You know, you still haven't told me what WC stands for." As WC pushed the activation button, a stifled humming sound and cracks of light encircled him. He answered with a smirk, "It stands for warped condition."